Please welcome to the stage Tanya Barras.
Alright, hey Morro, good to see you. I'm so excited to be here. Do we have any Puerto Ricans in the house? Oh yeah, Boricua. Close enough. Usually when there's like a lot of Puerto Ricans, like you shout out Boricua, they'll shout back Morena. And I am not Puerto Rican, so I've always wanted to do that. I'm a supporter though, for sure. It's kind of like if you've ever seen like a video of James Brown in concert, and he's sweating, and there's all these wonderful black people in the audience, and he's going, say it loud, and like they go, I'm black and I'm proud, and there's that one white dude who's just like supporting, and like so that's how I feel whenever they're like, I'm like, yeah, everybody, yeah, go for it. Oh my goodness, so excited. I was excited when Paul invited me to do this show, and this is my first time in Jamestown, and I asked him, are there a lot of Latinos in Jamestown? He's like, tons. And I was like, cool. I'm going to go somewhere where people can say my name. That's rad. My name is Tanya Barajas. Tanya is a pretty common name around the world, but the way my name is spelled is a little unique. Even in Latin America, it's spelled T-A-N-Y-A. Right? My mom, very proud of her Hispanic heritage, also very creative, and also wanted to make sure that I got just a little bit of discrimination when my resume was being reviewed. It builds character, I think. And what's nice about being here in front of you is I can do the little dance to explain how my name is spelled. But when I'm over the phone, I can't really do the dance. And I also don't have the advantage of those military letters. I can't be like Tango Alpha November Alpha. Like it doesn't work. It breaks down when I get to November. If I try to do November with the Enya, it just gives me like a hard upstate New York accent. I'm like Tango Alpha November Alpha. It doesn't work. So for ease of use, for my credit card, for whatever, I go as Tana, But if they're being a jerk, sometimes they are on the phone, I'll make up my own letters. I'll be like, T is in tsunami, A is in aesthetic, Enya is in gnocchi, but like the Spanish gnocchi, not like the Italian gnocchi. And then A is in aisle, right? I could have said A is in aesthetic again, but I'm an asshole. So oh my goodness. But it's great. And I thought, based on the flyers that Paul sent out, they were done in English and Spanish, so I was like, man, am I going to have to do this bilingual? Because I'm not a native Spanish speaker, I'm a fluent Spanish speaker, and I have two really strong jokes in Spanish, and I could do it if it needed to be. I don't like it when people challenge my fluency though. Like sometimes people will be like, oh, can you say highlighter? Can you say surveillance camera? I'm like, no, dude, my grandma wasn't working for the CIA. She wasn't like, Mija, give me that highlighter so I can mark up the surveillance camera. That didn't happen. So I try to turn it around and challenge them with another obscure word. I'm like, well, do you know how to say roundabout? Like traffic circle? Glorieta, bitch. Man, that's my new favorite word right now in Spanish. If you didn't know that it meant traffic circle, it would be such a cute name. You're like, hola, me llamo Glorieta. I love that. Oh my goodness. Now, my husband, on the other hand, he is a native Spanish speaker. So when he speaks Spanish, he flows with the greatest of ease. And his English is very formal, on the other hand. And he'll choose some very creative words when he'll say things. The other day he described a cat as presumptuous. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess so. And then another time, last week we were parking in the parking lot. And he's like, I don't want to park next to this car. It's too close to the line. Let's park over here. Because when that one gets out, it may strike us. And I was like, what are you, a Dickensian orphan? It may, please, don't strike us. We just need a little bit of bread. So he'll choose some fun, fancy words for English, but it's okay. I love him. I'm gonna keep him. We have a lot of fun together. We've been salsa dancing for many years now. That was one of our early activities before we got married. We used to go salsa dancing. And we went salsa dancing a weekend ago or 2 weekends ago. We tore that floor up. I'm not gonna lie. Later on, he looked at his phone and he was like, you know, we salsa danced for 5 miles. And I was like, wow. And I'm gonna tell you, at least one of those miles was just shimmying. Just like shimmy. But time has passed, y'all, and like I am noticing some differences because I remember distinctly having an organic thought that I should have a fan. Like I should, which is such like a senora thing to think, just to like, I should have brought like I kind of want a fan right now, right? Oh my goodness, and I feel like that comes with age when you enter your senora era. I'm not in my senorita era, I'm in my senora era now. And it's okay, I don't mind it. I don't mind being in my senora era. There are advantages to it. I like getting up in the morning. I have my senora like robe on. I have my little cafecito on. I've got my plants in the window. And did you know plants, they like it when you talk to them. They like it. So I put them in the window so that we can judge the neighbors together. Right? And I'll have a sip of my coffee, I'll give it some water. Did you see she came home late again last night? Yeah? Yeah, I think you're right. They might be divorced. And you're a really polite audience for ignoring that my plants talked back to me in that scenario. That's not a sign of schizophrenia or anything. So I'm happy that I'm in my senora era, he's in his senor era, not senora era, and we're going to become viejitos together. So that's going to be nice. We're going to age gracefully together. And we've been together for about 10 years total, married for 7. We actually met playing music, not just dancing, playing music. We were both in a mariachi. So mariachi is like traditional Mexican music. That's both of our backgrounds. We're both Mexican. And it's great, and I miss it a lot. I miss playing a lot. I played trumpet for a mariachi ensemble for about 8 years there. And what a lot of people don't realize about mariachi music is that the most popular songs, the ones that are recommended the most, are not like the happy, peppy tunes that you hear as your fajitas come to the table. They're the sad songs, the sad, sad songs. Because Mexicans are only happy when they are sad. They are only happy when they are sad. Proof. Disney made a movie set in Mexico for children about death. It was called Coco, and Mexicans ate it up. Oh man, but I love mariachi music. There's a lot of fun noises that happen in mariachi music too. There's a lot of fun noises that happen in music in general, right? There's these things that are called vocables. These are sounds that you make with your mouth that aren't words. We hear them at Christmas time. La 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 la, right? We hear them a lot in like salsa music that comes from Puerto Rico, right? You hear wepa, wepa, right? That comes up a lot. You hear it in reggae and also in other types of ska music. You hear blah, right? Love that sound. I might be on the phone with somebody. Like, let me look up that file for you. Just insert it, but don't explain it. Just have a little sound to go in between. Oh man, but my favorite comes from cumbia. So cumbia employs a lot of like bird noises, which I love. So you might hear something like and I love that. There's not enough bird sounds in music in general, right? I think you should get something like Sweet Caroline. So good. So good. Yes, that would spice it up for sure. Mariachi has its own specific vocables, right? The most famous one is called the grito. So a grito, which literally translates to scream, it's something that lives right on the border of laughing and crying. You might hear it. It sounds a little like Does anyone want to give that a try? John, security John? No? Okay. I feel like it would work well with security. No? Okay. So it's okay. There are some other options that you can do if you want. So for example, ahua, right? Nice kind of from the diaphragm. Ahua, that's a good one. Another good example is huhu, right? Very gentle, very nuanced. It kind of sounds like Tigger. Oh, lovely, lovely sounds. So, those are just some options for you. This past May, Cinco de Mayo, we went to a Mexican restaurant. We wanted to hear a live band do mariachi. And we were really excited about it, but what we were not excited about was the people who get kind of rowdy on Cinco de Mayo, and they also wear that like Mexican cosplay from like the Halloween store. I think you know what I'm talking about. It's like the sombrero, it's the fake mustache, it's the fake poncho. It's no good. It's racist. I don't like it. What's not racist, surprisingly, is a Mexican wrestling mask. So like a lucha libre mask. Not racist, right? Because it's not blackface, it's not brown face, it's gold face, it's hot pink face. So it's perfect. So this is my recommendation to all of you the next Cinco de Mayo that comes around. Go to your local Mexican joint or Puerto Rican if they have a mariachi. Make sure to ask for the saddest song they know. Put on your lucha libre, your Mexican mask, and then as soon as they start playing, go ahua, and they're gonna say, "Damn, buy that gringo a drink." Right? Okay. My name is Tanya Barajas. Please welcome back your host, Paul Clemente.